The Studi is a beauty that is different by design. Up front, you'll find...
Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me today as we venture out of the museum and visit some of the remaining Studebaker buildings and sites in and around South Bend. Now, as I mentioned in our first video, all the places we'll visit in this video series are locations you can visit as part of the Studebaker Bendix Heritage Trail. So make sure to check out a downloadable guide at our website, studebakermuseum.org. So we are here at the original site of the Studebaker plant complex, just southwest of downtown South Bend on South Main Street. And this large red brick structure behind me is the former Studebaker administration building. Now, designed by Chicago architect Solon Bayman, who also designed the JMS building downtown South Bend, the administration building was built from 1907 to 1909 and replaced the older and smaller offices that the growing company had occupied since the 1870s. It was also one of the first poured concrete structures to be built in the Midwest. You can see the outside is clad in these oversized red brick sort of paving stones. All red brick on the exterior here. And each story has unique windows, so you'd always know which floor you were on. We can't go inside today, but in its heyday, the administration building housed several hundred employees, including the company's sales, engineering, accounting, and executive offices, and was the home of Studebaker's museum collection and vehicle showroom, often called the repository. Now, period photographs give us a pretty good idea of what the interior spaces look like. There were even state-of-the-art employee perks, such as a cafeteria on the uppermost floor and a men and women's gym and bowling alley in the basement. Now, at one point, there was even large signs on the building's roof that spelled out Studebaker in that signature cursive script that we all know. Now, it's impossible to tell from our vantage on the outside, but the third floor of this building actually opens into an atrium space that was originally covered by a large skylight. And circling the top of that fourth floor is one of my favorite features of this building. There are hand-painted murals on canvas attributed to an artist named Edward Stratton Holloway, depicting the history of transportation, from chariots in ancient Egypt all the way through the age of the automobile. Now, as most of you can probably tell, the building has seen better days. After Studebaker stopped production in South Bend in 1963, the structure was used for several more years to wind down Studebaker's business affairs before it was sold to the city of South Bend, which in turn sold it to the South Bend School District for $1 in 1969. Now, the corporation worked out of the building until 2006, when they handed over to the Historic Landmarks Foundation of Indiana, and it's been vacant ever since. It's now owned by a private developer, and there is hope that this great building will be brought back to its former glory while still preserving some of those architectural elements and that rich history. So next time you're down on Main or Lafayette in South Bend, give this building a second look. It's truly one of a kind. Please come down, check it out. We'll see you at our next stop. Thanks so much for joining me.